Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Happy and Has on Ulrena. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the Terran player Happy, sporting the color blue. And in the top left of Ulrena, we have the red Protoss player Has. If you haven't seen the previous matches between these two players on my channel, I recommend you go back and search for Has on my channel. This guy is amazingly crazy. I'm not going to tell you anything more in case you haven't seen them. Just watch the last Happy versus Has that I cast, and you will know. Alright, so PVT here for you guys from the WCS 2016 Spring Open Championship. And it is going to be on Ulrena. This is a pretty fun map. We have a gold base right here, which is on an island directly between the only two spawning points on the entire map. So you can only be here at the beginning. Also, a gold base way over here that is not on an island, but is instead accessible on the ground, but just so darn far away, it's hard to take. You can ninja that thing, but otherwise it is very difficult. Difficult to really work it into your standard tactics. Most people don't take it. We've seen it often in lower level games. People just take it because it's fun. But in the professional stuff, nobody wants to risk throwing up a base out there and having it get burned down, because you can't really defend it if it's clear out there, and then they're very sad. Alright, so barracks on the way here for our friend Happy, and what do we have coming out of this barracks? It is a Marine. Oh, we don't have, unfortunately, a Reaper to name in this game, but we do try to do that every time there is a Reaper. I've been getting some really good name suggestions over the last week or so. So if your name is not chosen, do not fear. I think eventually it will show up. I'm paying attention. What is happening? Pylon, pylon. Is this a mothership core rush? What is happening here? Yeah, Mothership Core is on the way, but this seems really early to throw up all these pylons. What is going on? Alright, cancel that one. Good. That one it does not cancel. He lets it stay up. This is a lot of lost mining time, though. Happy is absolutely maybe panicking a little bit here. Look at all of these pylons. What is going on? The probe dies. That was a good pick up there by Happy. Getting rid of that probe was a big stinking deal. Is the Mothership Core going to get here in time to actually be able to photon overcharge any of these pylons? Another one falls. Kablooey! 3 more to go. I'm not sure if this one will actually even pop up, but this one seems fairly okay, but 3 Marines shooting at it. Mothership Core really wants to photon overcharge and gets it. And you got to focus the Marines. No, doesn't focus the Marines. I'm not sure if it would have been enough anyway. I don't think that worked out very well for Has. 600 resources lost in that. That was all pylons. Killed N SCV and got a couple shots off on this refinery. So, interesting idea. Not the most excellent execution I've ever seen here. There's an engineering bay here just to block a potential Nexus expand, which Has is actually going for and is very sad about seeing. So throws up another pylon here and then just grabs some minerals. Decides to head on back home. Mothership Core maybe could kill. Oh my gosh, he lets it finish. Happy lets the engineering bay finish there. So his intent right now is just to keep Has on one base, which is working out pretty well so far. Might block this one off too at this point. Probe coming in to lend some DPS and knock that thing down. There are no Zealots, no Stalkers. There's a Stalker on the way and a couple Phoenix coming out too. So a Phoenix follow-up. But there are Marines here. Oh, there's a Widowmine in a great position. Great position considering there may be a Stargate follow-up here. Let's take a look. That has not been scouted. So Happy doesn't know that it's there. We'll see if he can pull this off, though. Patrolling back and forth is the SCV, just making sure a quick third or a quick second at the third base is not taken by the Protoss player. More and more Marines coming out. This might be a tank from the factory. Would not be surprised to see that at all. Oh, and I love the missile turret, too. Phoenix do very poorly against missile turrets. Although continuing, a Stalker, a Phoenix-type play here from Has. I don't know. Is he gonna not really saving up any minerals to expand either? Is this one base versus one base, you guys? I don't see this very much on the channel. I do try to get the longer games, and I know that this one isn't super long, but I'd be surprised if nobody takes an expansion at all in this particular game. But yep, just basically going all of the Phoenix here all the time. Did he cancel something? He had something going there. I think he might have canceled it at the last second. Right now, Phoenix count is 3, so 2 Stalkers, 3 Phoenix. I think he just worried about drops, basically. The spacing of these Phoenix tell me he really doesn't want to get dropped on, which, I mean, I guess that's a fair concern, although, is there a starport? I just realized. Oh, obviously there is. So, yeah, there's a starport. Oh, did he lift the Widow Mine? He got the Widow Mine. Nicely done. The Marines are a problem, but they're stuck now. They can't get off that island, at least not this way, without the Phoenix taking out that medevac. So where the heck? Starport. Oh, there it is. Starport. Too close to the orbital command for me to actually see it there. Good rebuff there. Good read by Haz, actually. Goes crazy, but then does manage to get the expansion out before his opponent. All right, I guess that command center is just about complete. Should be able to lift and land fairly shortly. Good scouting stalker there hanging out. Phoenix trying to do some stuff. I love the bunker, though. That's a big-time problem. And he says, go ahead and lift that orbital command. I will shoot it down from the sky. Nope, backing out. Backing out. That Marine count is a little bit too scary for him. He decides to do some hovering over these Vespene geysers instead. And what do we got? Forge. Forge. More and more Phoenix on the way here. So Haz is really dedicating a lot and investing quite a bit into these Phoenix. We'll have to see if that pays off for him. I do like the way that it did shut down that drop Happy tried. So, I mean, in that way, they have definitely paid off already. And trying to, just sneaking around, trying to find workers, trying to find stuff to kill. Can't really get it done, though. Happy doesn't want to sit here and babysit his stuff, but he kind of has to. Losing an SCV there, immediately replaced by Happy, is what we're seeing. More Phoenix coming out. We have some Adepts on the ground here, too, for some defense against small numbers of Marines. And this Phoenix Cloud getting fairly big. Another dead SCV, just being very active right now. Average APM 380 for Happy, about 300 or so for Haz. So both players playing very fast. It makes sense considering how crazy the early game was. A third Nexus on the way for Haz. Phoenix trying to find areas they can kill SCVs, especially the ones on gas. Look at that, pulling them all off temporarily, oversaturating there temporarily. Happy doing a good job, though. Keeping consistent 3 workers on that gas, despite the fact that these Phoenix are super duper annoying at this point. I'm surprised that Happy's not going for Liberators at this point. Just continuing with the medevacs. Liberators do very well against clumped up Phoenix. Extra damage versus the light units, plus that splash. That helps so much when they do that. See that? See how they're all clumped up right there? That splash is absolutely devastating to them when that happens. More gateways popping up here too. +1 attack. We have resonating glaives on the way, increasing the attack speed of Adepts by 45%. We see that quite a bit from Adept going Protoss players. Flying around, just making sure there's no sneak attacks, I think is what Habs is doing here. Trying to pick off as many workers as possible, trying to make sure that Happy can't really leave his base. He can't attack with these Marines, else all of these SCVs would be in mortal peril. He's trying to find angles at which to take down that medevac. Can't quite do it. Or those medevacs, rather, can't quite pull it off here. Pylon at the front. How are we looking on army supply? 47 to 36 in favor of Happy. 37 to 46 in favor of worker supply for Haz. So Haz definitely macroing his face off right now, trying to do what he can to make up for that disastrous early game. Although resources lost right now has actually put Happy in the lead there, 650 to 600. Happy has lost quite a bit since those early pylons got absolutely destroyed by Happy's early game. So we're going Mass Adept here. Mass Adept Phoenix, which has been pretty good. We've seen it work both against Zerg and against Terran in different matchups on my channel. So we'll see if that works out today. The 3 pylons, I assume, for Photon Overcharge, Mothership Core hovering just nearby. Just nearby here. They have a resonating glaives. They're getting +1 ground armor, which was discussed in depth on a video on my channel this last week sometime as to why you get armor instead of shields. And yeah, the Phoenix just kind of continuing to patrol around here. Picking up a Marine, not taking really too many shots in order for that to happen. Assimilator popping up, immediately saturated by Haz. Come on, Haz. Immediate saturation would be nice, but no. Nope. Not at all. Alright, Phoenix, again, haven't exactly been wrecking stuff, but just workers here and there. Workers killed 9. I mean, it's a good number, and here comes Happy. Happy says, I'm tired of this harassment. I'm going to just wreck face right now. I'm going to take down this Protoss harasser. Throwing the corpse of that stalker way, way out. Adepts trying to come on in. Can they find a place to be happy here for Haz? And they do not. They cancel. Backing up. Playing defensively now is Haz with his 3 bases. If he can actually let that really kick in, let that economy kick in, he should be okay on worker count here. Again, the Phoenix just really, really want to kill those medevacs. They can't. They can't do it, though. Oh, there's a couple, possibly. No, too many Marines on the ground. Going to chase them away. Continued reinforcement from our blue Terran player, as expected. Really don't expect anything less from him. This is a lot of Adepts, yo. A lot of Adepts. We have 33 Adepts to 41 Marines. I feel like the Adepts can handle that pretty well. Upgrades 0-0 right now. +1 attack is about to finish for Happy. Adept with +1/+1 for his armor and his glaive cannon. More Phoenix stuff, man. No gas harvesting at all off of these refineries. Happy cannot be pleased by that one. Oh, look out, though. 1, 2, 3. Woo, that's what happens with Mutalisks and Phoenix. If you fly over marine balls like that, you will die so fast. You gotta just babysit them so darn closely, especially when they're on this far on the other side of the map here. Ghost coming up for Happy. I like that. I do enjoy the Ghost play. And here come the Adepts. This Marine sees exactly what's going on. Some Adepts come in to kill him. The rest of the Adepts do manage to stay back home. So it's 3 base to 3 base. Haz has been making sure a third command center hasn't been coming up at any point. Accidentally flying over there again. Oh man, it's a lot of dead Phoenix. A lot of dead Phoenix. Units lost here, 2,500 and 950. That's just basically Phoenix deaths for Protoss. All right, Happy. Feeling like he can do this thing. He has a +1 attack. He has some Ghost tank fire happening here as well. Adepts on top of everything. And they're going to finish. There it is. Adepts on everybody here, lifting up the tanks. Phoenix flying in, trying to kill Medevacs, doing a pretty good job of it. Lifting a couple of the tanks here too. But that's a lot of Marines. And can they do it? No, they decided to pick up and boost the heck on out. Yes, they're going to lose their tanks, but a lot of the units did manage to escape on out of their third command center coming up for Happy. It is 67 to 51 resources lost in the hundreds. Not 67 to 51, but 6,700 to 5,100, which means I don't feel like that Happy got the best end of that engagement. Adepts here with 2 kills. Again, just really being cost efficient here. Another attack trying to sneak on up though from Happy while the Adepts try to move up this ramp. Can he get this thing? Mothership Core trying to get it focused down. Can they get it? No! Pick up and a land, a photon overcharge happening on that way. Adepts on top of everything right now. The tanks getting absolutely obliterated, and that's it. The GG from Happy. Happy is defeated and Haz is victorious. Woo! So good play there by Haz, making the Adepts work. I don't think he lost many of them. I wish I could see, but resources lost 6,200 to 7,000. Especially impressive considering Haz started out with about a 600 to 0 deficit he needed to work his way out of. Just Adepts with the +1/+1 made them so tanky, so able to live here. Attack speed of 1.11, 24 versus light, and considering how many Marines there were on the ground for Happy, it was difficult for him to make that thing happen. Couldn't quite get the Mothership Core. Photon Overcharge was able to get some shots off, force Happy back. He didn't have much behind, and Adepts were at his front door. Army supply in the end was 42 to 68 in favor of Haz, and the Terran player tapped out. So well done by Haz today, representing Protoss well, and he gets our win. All right, so that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.